Hey, this is Jared at Nintendo World Report. This is Sonic Forces. I've beaten the game on the Nintendo Switch. It is a interesting game. This isn't going to be my final review, but I'm going to give my thoughts here. I want to play the Day 1 patch and try the Shadow DLC, but here's some thoughts.
Put in our way, we'll blow past everything they throw at us. Double boost! Yeah, that's how it's done. We've got unstoppable speed and timing. We just have to keep this up. Bingo, found a way in.
First, let me give you a little history of me and Sonic the Hedgehog. I loved the Sega Genesis Sonic games. All four of those games, if you want to count it as four 2D classic side-scrolling games. Love them all. I love Sonic Mania that came out earlier this year. Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 when they first came out on Dreamcast. Awesome, really enjoyed them. Anyway, then, of course, there was Sonic 2006, a game which I think most people agree, not so great. Sort of at that point, I sort of stopped playing Sonic games for a bit. I didn't play Sonic and the Secret Rings. The first Sonic game on the Wii that I played was Sonic Colors, which also was the last Sonic game on Wii. And Sonic Colors took me for surprise because I wasn't expecting how great that game was. I remember being like, wow, here we go. Here's a Sonic game that doesn't feel like the Genesis games, but does 2D Sonic well, does 3D Sonic well, had such beautiful music. Anyway, so I liked that game, Sonic Generations after, really enjoyed that game. Sonic Lost World, I even like that game a lot. I think there's a lot of ambition in that game. It gets very difficult towards the end. Had many problems, but was still a ambitious, fun Sonic adventure that I think any Sonic fan should play. If you've never played Sonic Lost World, you should play Sonic Lost World on the Wii U or on PC. Anyway, let's talk about Sonic Forces now. Sonic Forces, to me, feels like a step back. This game is still a fun game. If you're a Sonic fan, I think you will find something to enjoy you will find something to enjoy in this game. Should you buy it immediately? Maybe not. Maybe you should wait for the game to drop in price. I know the game's already just $40, but I don't know if this is worthy of an immediate buy. Maybe the Day 1 patch will change my mind, but or the Shadow DLC, but overall, this game doesn't last very long. I would say I beat it, the regular story, in about 4 to 5 hours. The game's split into 30 missions. Many of the early missions you can beat in like a minute. You'll be like, wait a minute, this stage is already over? How has this happened so quickly? The story with Infinite, the new enemy that Eggman has created, is fun. It feels like a classic Sonic story. It's sort of, honestly, in some ways it reminds me of The Matrix. You have Sonic very early in the game getting taken out of the picture, and then you have a new recruit is joining the team of Sonic and Friends, and he has somehow survived the onslaught of Eggman's army, and he is your creation. You get to create an avatar, get to design a character, you know, whether it's Rabbit or Hedgehog or many other creatures you can choose from, and you can dress him. When you beat a level, you unlock so many items, and then you can customize your character, give him a tuxedo, or put him in, make him a knight in shining armor. It's sort of cool. There's 3 different playstyles in the game. There's the modern Sonic levels, there's the classic Sonic levels, and then there are the Avatar levels. The Avatar levels control very similar to modern Sonic. The main difference is that the Avatar has a thing called the Wispon, which is it can come in the form of like a gun or basically a special weapon that the Avatar can use. You have a lightning Wispon, you have like a flamethrower Wispon, and it's basically your Avatar's main form of attack. and then you'll be able to use, each avatar can use like their own particular wisps depending on like what creature they are or what type they are. So like there's the lightning wisp can only be used by a character holding the lightning attack. So it's a little annoying. I think it's sort of, they're trying to make it so you'll revisit certain levels. You're like, oh look, there's a lightning wisp. Oh wait, you can't use it, so you gotta come back to the level later on, so then you can use it. I don't know if I like that. I sort of like just being able to play a level and be able to do everything I want to do in it. Classic Sonic, he's in the game. He controls sort of like Classic Sonic, like in the Sega Genesis games. He's more floaty. The physics are a bit messed up. You know, his momentum doesn't really carry. Honestly, I sort of liked these stages. They're not as good as the stages in Sonic Mania, but they're still fun. You know, you have those red rings to collect in every stage, 5 of them as secrets, whether you're Classic Sonic, Modern Sonic, or Avatar. It's fun to find those things. Overall, though, the level design, going back to where I'm saying how this game is a step back, I feel like the level design, the controls, they just don't feel as good as they did in some of the most recent games. I just sort of feel like the 3D Sonic levels are so basic. There's like running on rails, running forward and like slamming into guys. It's just all, you know, you've done this stuff before. It doesn't feel ambitious. The game also has you revisiting many of the same areas. You go to Green Hill, Chemical Plant over and over again, and sometimes the level design is very similar. The game has so many 2D sections, and I just don't think the level design is for the 2D sections just isn't their A game. It feels like a step back. So, you know, obviously, I think I've said that. You know, I've rambled a little bit, but so the game in many ways feels like a step back. You know, the game's still fun. I don't know where Sonic Team's gonna go next, but I hope there's more ambition. I hope the controls feel more fluid, more exciting. I feel like they can make a tighter Sonic game. Sonic Mania, you know, the Genesis games I feel felt tighter. So it's they gotta find a new formula that just works. And yeah, you know what? I'll have a full review later. But thanks for just hearing my thoughts. You know, I'm sort of thinking maybe like a 6.5 right now for the game. So I'd love to hear your opinions in the down below, and thanks for watching.